Queen is an object of fascination in America, and in a move that reflects the palace's increasing awareness of the importance of PR, they've invited celebrity photographer Annie Leibovitz to take a formal portrait of the Queen. Before the shoot, Annie comes to the palace on a recce.
Well, the aim of the picture is to mark the Queen's visit to America in May.
Annie Leibovitz was the photographer who famously shot the actress Demi Moore, not just pregnant, but completely naked. Asking her to capture the Queen is positively daring. It's a sign of the palace's growing media sophistication.
Would you like to see the other drawing room? No, it's not. It's not very helpful. It's locked. We'll get it unlocked in a minute.
I can't help but be inspired by the Cecil Beaton pictures, which were so simple and just dealt with the window light. So I'm interested in that.
Annie Leibovitz had asked to photograph the Queen on a horse in the state apartments, but that was a step too far.
I mean, they're all just...
Ten days later, it's the day of the photo shoot.
We've got quite a lot packed into this half-hour session, so it's going to have to move very much like clockwork.
All right, ready?
But the important thing is that it goes very, very smoothly, because to get all four options in is actually going to be quite a job.
Annie Leibovitz and her 11 assistants have spent 3 weeks preparing for the half-hour shoot. But the Queen's elaborate costume has taken longer than expected to put on. The start of the session has been delayed by 15 minutes. She will be wearing the full regalia of the ancient Order of the Garter, complete with tiara. Few royal outfits could be more complicated or cumbersome.
So I'm not changing anything. I've done enough dressing like this. Thank you very much.
Your Majesty.
Hello?
This is my extraordinary crew that we are so glad to be here today with you. And this is my daughter, Sarah.
Hello. Oh.
And let's get
I'm
to...
sorry, I can't stay very long.
Yes, let's get to work.
It's taken me such a long time to do all this.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I can't...
Even with time so tight, Annie Leibovitz has planned a number of different setups. She steers the Queen to a bench in the White Drawing Room.
Your Majesty, if you sit here like this, we'll do the rest.
Very bad.
Beautiful. And Angela, do you want, and Michael, do you want to help us a little bit with the draperies?
The complex garter robes are adjusted by the Queen's dresser, but Annie Leibovitz wants a last-minute change.
I think it will look better without the crown. I've heard you do your own hair, which I believe is so amazing, your own hair and makeup. Could we try it without the crown? It will look better, less dressy, because the garter robe is so extraordinary.
Dressing? What do you think this is?
What I mean is, if you take the crown off, just for a couple frames.
Yeah, no. If we take the tiara off,
Yes.
and we can't put it back on.
You can't.
No.
Okay. Well, maybe. I have an idea. Let's take a couple frames with it on, then we'll take it off and leave it off for the rest of the shooting. Is that okay?
Well, I have to go back and tidy my hair.
And Your Majesty, I'm going to ask you to just look to your left and a little more. Very nice, very nice. And Your Majesty, let's try a little more profile, just a little more to the left. Beautiful.
Photographer and monarch are soon hard at work, seeking an original take on one of the world's most familiar faces. For Annie Leibovitz, it's a chance to portray the mystique of British monarchy. For the royal household, to launch the American state visit with the most striking set of images.
Sorry. Got you all dressed up. Next time, horses. I'd love to do horses.
Well, I only like ponies now.
And we're looking forward to seeing you in the United States. So, thank you so much.
The nice to see
Okay,
you, and
no.
it's been a pleasure working with
Oh
you.
no,
Ellie.
likewise. I mean,
good
I'm
luck with your
sorry.
next job.
It had lots of
No, they always
valleys
do,
and
believe
rivers,
me.
but I have to tell you, it was a memorable one.
As long as it ends on a peak, that's
Exactly.
the important thing.
Thank you
very
very
nice.
much, Penny.
Bye-bye.
I just liked her feistiness. I was really impressed with it, and at first I wasn't too sure if she was kidding or not, and then I realized she wasn't kidding, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a 5-minute session. I thought she totally pulled herself back together and started to enjoy herself, and she totally wanted to make sure that she did her part on her end.